Hello, welcome to a very belated Tumbleweed. We're on the testing branch. We've been having some discussion, and I've been doing a lot of monologuing like a bit of a jackass, but that's okay. I can do that. I'm in charge. Team 1 ANS, Team 2 OSP, Blue Barrel, Espresso, Math Blob, and Mongo Parker on Team 1, Polymorph Neuroid, Sir Boom Lover, Sumike, and Snipes on Team 2. We're here with Team 2 and the lovely, lovely new UI. I can tell that I have Sumike selected. I don't even have to look at anything. I just glance up here and it's got a nice orange box. I'm pretty sure there was something kind of similar before, but it's a little hard to see. But now with black backgrounds on everything, it's a lot easier to see. Ugh! Can't get over the UI. It's made my life so much easier. Sumike has got a bunch of the... Oh my god, yes. So Sumike, being a deranged missile player, has 2 wings of what I have heard termed today by Math Blob as arsenal tugs, which instead of doing the MMT thing of having jammers and lockers and things of that nature, you've got you got 2 MLS2s and possibly 2 bulk mags. Just a lot of reinforced anti-bulk. Just a lot of moida. A lot of moida in these ships. I look forward to seeing how they go. It's not really a cap fleet, but you can kill things with it. It's good kind of supporty DPS fleet where you can kind of pop these out anywhere and nuke nerds. It's also got a single rocket on a rocket shuttle. I'm not really sure what you're going to do with one rocket. It's hard to penetrate any sort of point defense, but good luck with that, Chief. Snipes has double obelisk bulk freighters. That's turreted plasma and turreted 100 mil on these 2 ships. Looking to kill nerds. He's also got a Bloodhound tug. Oh, and these fucking defense shuttles. 2 Pavises and an AMM. Oh, actually, some soft kill instead of AMMs. Yeah, 1 arming missile. This is so silly. They can't kill anything, but they can get onto points, and they're hard to kill in turn. They're also pretty cheap. Unfortunately, they die instantly to the beam. That's what MathBlob has down here, the Fool Mower. Well, it's certainly mowing fools down right now. That's 1 shuttle dead, and that's going to be 2 shuttles dead before OSP can capture the Echo Point. Yeah, things are getting started off real quick, especially since I spent so long chatting with the boys and also going over Sumike's missile fleets. I'm just a big old nerd for missiles. Polymorph Neuroid has 2 missile C90 monitors with a spotlight tug. And it's got some PD on it too. A couple of lighthouse shuttles scattered around the map too, and another defense shuttle. Those are so silly. Boom Lover's got an EWR with some bastions on it, which, as we saw earlier, doesn't perform well versus hybrids, so I'm not sure what the bastions are doing. Maybe it's just trying to be efficient with the points. I don't know. And then 2 obelisk plasma 100s, man. So that's the main combat element of this fleet on Tumbleweed is obelisk plasma 100 ships. That's menacing. Looks like ANS doesn't have a single battleship on Tumbleweed. That's rare. I think that's what all the plasma 100 ships are intended to deal with, is all the beam battleships that you normally expect on this map. They are not doing that. Blue Barrel's got a 250 beam Axford, which is a fucker of a combination. Don't see these well ever, really. You see the underslung beam with nothing on top, but other than like PD or support or missiles on top. It's pretty rare you see 250s. Not unheard of, just different. I like it. I like it. It's got some ton of FPAs apparently, which is awesome. A couple Stonewalls and some Auroras. He's also got a half capping fleet, looks like. Yeah, torpedo gun sprinters, 3 of them. Plus 1 spy frig and 1 nearly naked defender sprinter, which is currently getting bombed by the C90 and missile monitors. And they're also going to be throwing some missiles at this thing. We don't need to watch that. We know how this is going. Yeah, the 100 mil bulk fighters getting involved. This thing's just going to die horribly. We've got... Ooh, this is an older build too. 450 Axford with S3Hs in the back. Soft kill on the side, stone walls all around, defenders. What kind of missiles you got back here, Chief? That's a bunch of different kinds of missiles. Nice, even some torpedoes. Yeah, 6 torpedoes. Alright, I look forward to that. 1 spy frig and 1 beam destroyer with some Mark 62s. Not a lot of PD on this thing though, very risky. Math Blob's got 2 beam destroyers, the full mower and the cringe crawler. I was wondering what Ron was talking about in the chat earlier, but I should have expected as much. Couple of spy frigs. And then a bunch of missile capping sprinters. It's like a big missile strike going out on top. S2s, S1 counters. These are headed for one of the spy frags, but I think these AMMs are going to clean this up actually. Ooh, not quite enough. Get a couple more down with 2s. Matt's still going to eat 1 missile. Yeah, Chaff not able to cut it. Glonk. Ooh, right in the reactor too. That's extremely painful. That frig's going to be out of commission for a little while, and it might be dying here almost immediately with the S2 falloffs. The ship might not have enough power to fuel those VLS-1s and the radar at the same time. Not good. Mamba Parker, triple Vauxhalls. Guns, defenders, rebounds. Medium strength DC? I don't know, it's kind of high compared to what we've been seeing for the Vauxhalls lately. No missiles, but Daka, gun, 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 gun. Dragonfly, Raider. Nice. These things are a fucking menace. The Dragonfly enables them to switch targets really quick, and so does the Raider. So if something pops up at an unexpected zone, they can flip around and get moving towards it very quickly. Very quickly. We got the Area It over here destroyed. Looks like OSP's capped their natural, Anus capped their natural. Anus also has the Delta Point and is covering it with, I think, the beam and, yeah. So the beam and 250 Axford down here. There it is. It's a really good spot for this. It's at risk of getting peaked. In fact, it's getting peaked right now, but the Plaza 100 might be getting hit here very soon. It's out of range, perhaps? Might be just out of range, yeah. Now, mass by hull and then active. Okay, it's not out of range. Well, I think that's firing at something else.
Snipes is target firing in front of the pellet. Guns are reloading right now because it's shooting air. Or I get space.
450 Axford also up here, and the beam destroyer also up here. OSP tried to push on to Echo, but we were going through the fleets and lost and died. I really want to keep an eye on these Vauxhalls because this is just so much firepower right here in good long ranges too. The beams are incredibly menacing, obviously, as are the 250s on the Axford. But they got to play fuck games around rocks. The Vauxhalls, given how Tumbleweed is, can pretty much always engage at the medium range that they want to be at and give these bulkers just a complete wrecking. I don't even know. I don't even have a good phrase for it. Yeah, there we go. That's 3 Vauxhalls for the 250. This bulk raider immediately throws on the brakes, but it is too late. It's already starting to lose capabilities. One of the T-30s is out. The T-81s are getting down too. It's so much damage. Hello, welcome to 250 HE. Boom Lover's been getting fucked up one side and down the other. He's having a rough time with the positioning. He keeps getting caught when getting pushed up just a little too far and not in an area that has good sensor coverage. Making the mistakes of a person who's played a ton of pub games and not enough stat games, which is understandable because he has done that. But that's okay. We'll learn. He's a good player. He's just not used to the environment. No HEHC is pretty painful. Axford rotating over to the Echo side. Gonna try to cover it from the shuttles that are over there. Look to be going over the top of the map. Looks like one of the sprinters is getting caught out by the 100 plasma bulk freighter. It's 100 mil HE into the sprinter, which is currently standing still. Is, well, it's dead. It's basically dead. Kind of hard to see the gray on gray, especially with all the dashed lines. And that's probably the only thing I don't like about this DC board. Is all the dashed lines, or the stripy lines, I guess, the diagonal stripes. They look really good on the big blown up one. But on the little DC board, and then on the after action report, they just look horrid. Very unpleasant to the eyes. But that's okay. I'll take shitload of wins followed by 1 loss on that change. Shuttle getting ruined by RPF. Over down on Alpha. No one's able to take Alpha just yet, but the Vauxhalls are steadily attriting OSP's forces. I think the beams have done a little bit too. Yeah, on the upper side of the map. Actually, this is going to be Torp Death. Yeah, there are a couple torpedo blast points on the top of the thing here, and on the bottom. Little tug brig, or tug sprinter fight going over on the Delta side. No one's really winning this one. Actually, it looks like the tug's winning this one. Yeah, Blue Barrel Sprinter is toast. Both teams more or less tit for tat on the scout war. Mungo playing it very safe, chilling in these rocks. Beam also supporting. Ooh, a little out in the open here. Can't get spotted from that A side. And there are a lot of monitors down here, as you do not want to be taking C-90 shells into the keel of an Axford. It's a really good way to die. Gotta be careful with that. I think he's moving though. He recognizes it. Mathlob going to be losing another sprinter here before too long. Arsenal tugs firing a ton. Oh my god, defender! Defender! Nope, it's not quite enough. Kills the first volley, but the second volley gets through. I guess that's the strength of the Arsenal tugs. Now you might be able to kill 4, but you can't kill 8. Pin-8's, what did someone said in the pit earlier, that the main pin-8 for S2s is more S2s, and that seems to be the case. Volley of S1s up here to try and deal with these Arsenal tugs. Yeah, it's just not enough being fired. It's going to get 1 land. Same thing's going to happen. One's going to land. It's going to disable the reactor. Okay, no, it hit a midships. This isn't in a horrible condition. Bro makes a good point. If one thing is the normal and everybody's gotten good at dealing with the normal, do something weird! Or just invest more. Glonk. Blue Bear losing. Spry Frig. OSP quickly taking advantage in this sensor warfare game with these Arsenal tugs. Cutting off all the frigates. Vauxhalls are still positioned amidships. Looks like Mathblob has managed to sneak a sprinter onto the Charlie point. Simi-K's defending tug is getting hit from... What the hell? Oh, it's getting hit from the sprinter. Okay. Trying to figure out... It's a gun sprinter? No missiles required. Head empty, only bullets. Tug's gonna come down here, but I think it's out of missiles. Oh yeah. It's out of missiles. I would bet that 1 C-30 loses versus 2 Mark 61s. Maybe. If they're in arc and can fire, but these are not in arc and cannot fire. So that's going to suffer quite a bit. ANS! What is this? What is this game? So ANS has a full sweep on the caps by having 3 points. OSP has 0. There are 2 neutral points. Alpha has not been taken by anybody. Looks like, yeah, both ANS and OSP are zoning each other out of Alpha. Mathblob's trying to take the Echo Point right now, But I think they're gonna get destroyed by this Plasma 100 bulk freighter. Actually, it's busy firing at a beam destroyer, which is gonna be firing back here very shortly. The Raider can get on target. I don't know. This beam's gonna get down, but this Plasma in the 100 mil right in the nose. Oh yeah, look at that Plasma. The 100 mil's flying in right now. And missing? Alright, there's some. Yeah, there it is. There goes the beam. Alright, so this thing's just dead. It's got restores, but it doesn't have the agility, I think, to get behind cover before it gets cored out by the Plasma 100. 100 does have to reload, but not going to take too long. It's also got a mag deck going off, which apparently are bugged right now and don't deal any damage. I don't even know how that happens. Because there was definitely a point in time where they did damage. I guess a bunch of things like the health and numbers and prices, and I think also the power cost of a bunch of stuff has gotten retooled. So surely a button got pressed somewhere that did not need to get pressed. Mungo Parker shooting at one of the bulk freighters, actually two bulk freighters coming over here to crush these Vauxhalls. But fortunately, that's not going to be what is happening at all. Lovely autumnal bulk freighter here, which is not fired at the Vauxhalls at all, and are eating... Oh, out of range! Oh no! Range reduction to the Plasma. Having a bit of a catastrophic effect here. Completely out of range of these Vauxhalls, but the Vauxhall's able to shell with impunity. And with a lock against the absolutely colossal size of the bulk freighter at this range, those HE rounds are gonna just tear it apart. A lot of restores being put down the field, but it's not gonna matter. This thing's probably gonna get disabled and killed before it can get out of range of the 250 HE. But is he chasing? It'd be foolish to chase. No, not chasing. Just staying and controlling the space. Nice. Very impressive. I think Blue Barrel's also about to pull off a murder on a bulk freighter. It's a little further away than I was thinking. Yeah, both of them are pretty far away. This dude's going up towards the bulk freighter, or the Vauxhalls. You get Rock PD'd and then Defendered and RBF'd. Sumike has managed to push Math Blob off of the OSP natural, but in the meantime, ANS has managed to capture that echo point. Surprised, how is this alive? Oh, right, the bulk freighter was fighting the destroyer, won that fight, killed the destroyer straight out of restores, out of command, but does lose the echo point. They don't really have anything up here that can capture this very effectively. Sumi's got one of the arsenal tugs, which I think is running low on munitions. Yeah, 50%. It's only got one blast left. And that thing, if that gets in range of the echo point, I think it just dies to the sprinter, or perhaps even the Vauxhalls. No, the Vauxhalls are blocked from seeing this. They'd have to move around. They can't control that as well. Oh, right. But the Demon 250 ship, okay, I was about to say, which has not been detected, is here, but it has been detected. It's currently getting shelled by the purple stuff and the 100 mil. Although Snipes is getting torpedoed in response, or no, is that an optical illusion? Those torpedoes headed somewhere else. They might have been heading towards this and then rock PD'd. It's hard to tell. Sometimes when you jump location. Okay, thank you, Flying Fool. Rock PD'd very effectively. And this, yeah, unfortunately, I thought Blue Barrel was going to get a really clever pounce on a ship and destroy it with its beams, and he thought that too. But just a little bit outside of range here, jumping the gun a bit, and is now going to probably die. It's getting shot at two different angles from these Plasma 100 bulk freighters. The beam turret is oranged. It's not entirely ineffective yet, but it's heading in that direction, and everything else in the middle of the ship is getting damaged too while this thing is locked. ANS up a lot. Yeah, we're gonna say 300 points. I think it's about 280 is more accurate, but we're gonna go with a nice even 300.
The enemy is securing zone eclipse.
Believe, yeah, OSP is just about to get Alpha, and taking Bravo too. and Echo all at the same time. A&S is going to have to blitz, and I think A&S only has one cap player. Meanwhile, the OSP fleet has a bunch of different people. Yeah, Snipes is over on Bravo. Sumi's on Echo. And Polymorph Sneeride's on Alpha. So they're able to split up the micro quite effectively. I think Mathball is the only person blocking all these points. Okay, the Delta Cap, or the Bravo Cap rather, gets deflected, torpedoed, or perhaps beamed. I'm not entirely sure. We were too busy going through everything. The Wushio. Cool name. On Echo. It's going to be able to secure this, though, with the sprinters distracted on Bravo. And I think Alpha's... Yeah, Alpha also belongs to OSP now. They are back in this game. They're 300 points down, but they're up 3-2. Gonna need more than that. And they're also gonna need to get some more kills. These bulk freighters are gonna have to get some work done. They've started this process by wrecking the 250 beam Axford, but the Vauxhalls are coming up to support this thing. Well, the Axford gets to cover and takes advantage of its immense repair capacity to heal up. A great deal of these bulk freighters are now going to start eating shit to 250. OSP didn't really have any beef. We saw some people talking about the Obelisk earlier. They are squishy. They're DPS ships. They get in, they kill, and they don't want to get shot at all that much. They need monitors, or just a lot of... so many in one spot that you don't even want to be there for them to be effective. But unfortunately, these vessels have been spread out quite a bit across the map, and they've just been taken down by the bulk freighters one by one. There's the one on Alpha that took a ton of damage, and then there's another one still kind of down here, rotated. Wow, that's a hell of a safari all the way down the lower side of the map over to Bravo, and is now covering and firing into the ANS natural point. The Vauxhalls are deconstructing another one of these obelisks. Obeliskis? Yeah, I have no idea. Don't hit me in microphone. Taking a lot of damage, gonna back off the hill, but of course has not nearly the repair capacity of the Axford. Bravo point, Sprinter eating shit to rockets and S2s and 100 millimeter, like a lot of 100 millimeter. This is an incredible crossfire, by the way. The bulk freighter down there and up top. This would be great to get on a beam ship or even on the Vauxhalls. Getting it on the Sprinter is kind of, I mean, it's nice. They're going to be able to capture the point. Speaking of the beam ship, this is healed up quite nicely. Axford's good. In fact, it's continuing to heal even more.
We are contesting Zone Dagger. The enemy is securing Zone Dagger.
Alright, Herman, as an Italian, has confirmed that it's oval skizzies for the multiple form of obelisks. We're going to blindly trust that.
The enemy secured Zone Dagger.
OSP is going to be able to take Bravo. In fact, they're going to be able to 5-cap here. A&S has been bullied into the middle section. The Vauxhalls and the beam ship able to deal damage when they get the angle on things. In fact, Blue Barrel currently beaming a shuttle or a chaff cloud. Bad track. So beaming a shuttle, but just barely. And A&S strategically in a really bad spot. They've got a decent military advantage. They've cut out the heart of the OSP fleet for the most part. Well, I don't even know. That's not correct either. These bulk freighters are really damaged. Yeah, this one's fucked. And this one's in really bad shape. But the other two are able to fight, and they're in a really good position to get crossfires on ships, which is really strong, especially versus Vauxhalls, because now you can't dodge. You need all the fire to be coming from one direction to point your nose towards it and to orbit in a circle to dodge, or just to move to cover. If you're getting shot from two different directions, you cannot do this. You are pointing your nose to one, and you are extremely vulnerable and absolute dump truck ass at another. And that is a very good way to die, because the from behind the Vauxhall is not angled. It relies really heavily both on dodging and on all these sloped and thin profiles to spread the rounds out a lot over this whole front section, and for the slopes to get bounces, and the butt just doesn't have that capacity at all. So that is a very hard lose condition for the Vauxhalls, and that's highly noteworthy because so far that's been doing the most work on this team. I mean, Mathblob's been doing an amazing job of capping, of course, but as far as killing power, the Vauxhalls have really been doing the bulk of the job. And a 5-cap. 5-cap's a problem. Mungo Parker capturing Boom Lover again in a really bad spot. It's got a bad angle. It's going to have to rotate in 2 different directions at once to get the turrets to bear. I don't know if Boom has the micro to get that done properly. I don't know if this has the engines to get that done in a reasonably speedy manner. No, it's just got a long haul, which, while very strong for rushing things down, is not going to help you get rotated. Some of the 250 HE is bouncing, but enough of it is penetrating that this is starting to take a lot of damage. What is this firing at? It's firing at a beam destroyer, which is not even facing it. This is not your priority target, Chief. Oh, no. I mean, the cringe grower is going to die. I suppose if the beam gets its angle, the bulk freighter dies almost immediately. So that is an important target. But what was a sandwich on the Vauxhalls and the beam and 250 Axe Freighter has turned into a sandwich on this bulk freighter.
Enemy is securing zone dagger. The enemy secured zone
Goodbye,
Atlas.
little one. Vauxhalls just going in for the kill. They know they got this. So this
Is that
is
Mongo's pillar ships build?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes, it is.
Thank you.
Very nice.
The other bulk freighter, which is extremely bruised, is counterfiring the Vauxhalls. They're too close to be able to dodge. Ooh, and they have a pretty bad angle. But this range, the 250 HE is just going to rip these bulk freighters to shreds. Especially when some support from the beam ship, which has Mark 62s on it, comes in. And there's the beam! And see a fucker.
Enemy is securing zone
This thing is structure broken and it's just evaporating under the green might of,
We are contesting zone Atlas.
well, green.
The enemy is
Look at the seal names. Okay. Cars, CDZ, Wambu. Damn, I must be uncultured. I don't know. I don't get it.
Jojo.
Sorry, guys. I don't watch anime.
Me neither. You're not alone.
I do watch anime, just not that one. It was kind of weird. Anyways, Chibi's coming up, and so or not Chibi. Who is this? Espresso and Blue Barrel Chibi's in the team chat and calling me horrible names. So we will now be living rent-free in my head forever, and we'll weep night after night.
The enemy is
OSP's managed to catch up. They're only about 40 points down.
ANS is gonna get Charlie here, so I don't think they're gonna catch up entirely. I'm gonna put my money on ANS.
Yeah, well, that's the safe bet. They're taking a Charlie points. They're going to have the 3-2 lead. While also being up 30 points, while also having a strong military advantage. Boom Lover has now lost both of his bulk freighters. Neurite is down to an engine that happens to be monitor shaped. Sumike is running very low on missiles, just has a few tugs. And Snipes has 2 bruised bulk freighters, which are currently dying violently. Well, one of which is dying violently. The other one's big chilling behind some rocks. Oh, Torp's coming into this. I don't think it's got any boobies. Now there it goes. There it goes. It's got 2 boobies. Chaff Dump! but it's flying into the chaff, so that's not going to help at all.
Yeah.
Also, I bet these are these are
gonna
command.
fly through the chaff and then protect the ship behind it.
See a fucker. So that's one. That's a beam. 2 lands. Beam coming in directly in the drive section. That shoots out the long haul. This ship's gonna be in big trouble. Bulkers really gotta move. Michishia, handicap Charlie, can't, getting contested by the Sprintinator. I'm so happy people are naming their ships. These are so silly. Of course, the randomly generated names are goofy too. Femur of Dorothea, yes. That is what I will forever remember. Being currently ordered by driving force, which is appropriate in its own way. I think that's the game. ANS is up 50 points. They've got the cap advantage. They've got their ships spread around in such a way that they're going to keep the cap advantage. And the Vauxhalls can now rotate freely and kill off what remains of the OSP
Nothing can
fleet.
stop these Vauxhalls. Like,
Nope.
they just sort of walk around point to point, destroying anything they see now.
Yep. Looks like Snipes
Very on
is
brand.
going to be able to surround and kill the driving force here with the Plasma 100 bulk fighters.
Deleted.
The enemy is securing Zone Dagger.
Oh yeah, look at it go. Absolutely dissolving.
The enemy is securing Zone Comet. We are contesting Zone Dagger. The enemy is securing Zone Dagger.
Okay, I think OSP sees it. Noraid's gone. Well, they are capping Delta and Charlie again, somehow.
The sprinter on C got whacked by some missiles.
Hybrid coming out to clonk one of these, look at that, and the LRT tug taking almost no damage because of the angle she got hit. Delta going back under contestation, not getting capped away. SP's gonna need that as fast as possible. ANS completely controls the bottom side of the map. He'll be able to take the Bravo point. SP's up on top, capturing Charlie. Man, I feel like this should go to ANS, but it kind of can go any direction.
The Cringer Rover is coming to kill a bulker.
I mean, Mungo could split up his Vauxhalls at some point. He'll probably be safe doing that. In fact, if I was Mungo, I would be splitting them up right now.
The enemy secured Zone Boxer.
Yeah, there's nothing around them
Versus
anymore.
continuing to be wrecked. Soft shell fab coming in. That's a good name too. Coming in to try and support. Muspy's got 3 caps. Or no, Delta is contested, right? So ANS still has 3 caps. I think the Vauxhalls are going to come up here and into the conversation immediately.
I don't know how this actor's still contesting.
I think it has a CAC in the neck or something.
65 back as well. Yeah. CIC in rear 65. That is an upside to have
The enemy is securing
those
Zone
rear
Dagger.
turrets
We are
on
contesting
Axert.
Zone Dagger.
It allows you to contest for longer.
Well, I thought I was about to watch this thing get murdered by Vauxhalls, but oh, there it is. I say, where's the RPF? Here it comes. Bye bye. See you later. Normally, you can just fire AG at tugs straight up, but honestly, when you have this much Vauxhall, it's perfectly fine to fire the RPF and just ruin it. it goes. Bye-bye.
We are contesting zone dagger.
Glonk. And then the soft shell fad comes in here. Saves day. Highly healthy Vauxhall, or Axford. Firing 450 at point blank. Not going to be missing those. These bulk predators in terrible shape. And getting beamed by the cringe grower. That is the ball game.
Splitting up his Vauxhalls a little now. 1 and 2.
I will
Which is
see
enough.
you in the after action report.
Been seeing is that every test game I play with an ANS cap fleet is like you take 100% casualties, the front line wins after you make space.
Yeah, pretty much.
If the front line is competent.
Average,
Yeah, like
not
I played like 3 or 4 in a row, and in like 3.5 of them I just got absolutely wiped and also did a fair amount of damage. Like, it's brutal out there in a Spronter, but at least you have a lot more Spronters.
True.
Math,
I
I
did
think-
not do a ton in the Springers.
No, your DD I think sealed the fight at the end there at D.
At the
I
end,
thought
the
I could have
fucking
taken both.
hero.
I thought I could have taken both Axfords, but then I got beamed and I knew it was just over. I was just like, oh shit.
Over.
The fucking beam DD with a steel chair.
Yeah.
The CLs were huge.
I thought I was.
Yeah, the
I had like
CLs
the
were
perfect
going.
flank. And then your damn BB showed up.
Go
DD,
mode.
DD.
Yeah, cool. 45,000 damage in the Vauxhalls.
Cheers.
Yep.
Helen, Jesus.
Cheers.
Does
No
that
misses
qualify for a
required.
medal or not?
Simply
Big
shoot.
test range.
Mongo already has
Get to-
all the fucking
Already
kill
has
things
it.
in
I thought-
Vauxhalls medals.
Red dot.
Yeah.
I
Just
really
what he
like
does.
the one he caught that Bulker flat-footed man. He slammed on that one.
I did it twice.
Maxed out my Vauxhall tree.
Which one was that I shot actually? Let me.
Completely researched.
All right.
The limp reel. Yep, I ate. Oh, I ate the branch section there. Pods fire.
I want to ask a question to everyone. Would reducing the inbound cost to 10 points make any sense? What would it look like?
I don't know. Rebounds are only
No
ever
idea.
used on capitals with like a bunch of RCC.
We're getting into some conversation that kind of isn't that important. So I'm going to cut it there. Hello, welcome, goodbye. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, that's kind of it. Game is over. And that was a good, tight game out of both teams. This is very nice. OSP made a few mistakes. Yeah, that's it. I don't have anything other than to say I enjoyed it. If you would like to enjoy games like this too, I have a Discord link down in the description. You know, before today, in fact, this week, I was thinking, man, when I was going through the recordings and uploading them, thinking, damn, I need to stop announcing the Discord because everybody who watches these is already in the Discord. This isn't reaching like random people. And then this week we had like 7 to 8 people join off of the YouTube channel. So apparently it is. Apparently the people enjoy the Nebulous. So to you, dear new player, who might be intimidating by the experience of the players around, don't be. All skill levels are welcome. We love to teach. And quite frankly, we learn a lot when new people show up. We really do. So you are much desired. I hope to see you in the battle space. Good night.